If Chattanooga is a crossroads, the new play InterseXtions has plenty to say. Written by Peggy Douglas of Southern Exposure and directed by Tinney of Next Exit Productions, the play opens Friday at Barking Legs Theater for mature audiences only. Peggy, Jason, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Ray.
It's great to be here, Ray.
Tell us more about InterseXtions.
Well, it started when I was at the Sewanee Writers Conference last summer, and I had kind of a group of playwrights that I was hanging out with, and we'd have breakfast, lunch, and dinner together. It was a 2-week workshop, and we were all different genders, sexualities, and it just got to be rather comical because we were trying to use the right pronouns and we'd mess up and we'd get corrected. And we also learned a lot about each other because several people were from different countries. And so I thought about a play based on the lives of 5 women, because I like odd numbers, who came from very different backgrounds that sort of bumped up against each other and didn't know each other before. And at first there was a little tension, and then they started growing on each other, and things went from there.
And Jason, you are the director. Tell us more about your role in all this.
Oh, my role in this. Well, last fall, November, the Fringe Festival was going on over at Barking Legs, and Peggy and I were talking about some things that she'd asked me to be in her band, the Bluebells, to play harmonica. I was very, very thrilled. Came over to her place. We were jamming old-timey music. And she was talking to me about this play. Would I read it? And then I read it, and I laughed out loud. It's a really, really funny play. And told her what I thought about it, and she asked if I would be interested in directing it. And then the idea came that she said her production company, Southern Exposure, why don't we do a collaboration with Next Exit Productions? That's how it started. We started to put it together, I guess, around December, and then middle of January, we had our first rehearsal. Got a really, really exciting cast, some really heavy hitters in terms of acting talent. 5 very powerful women, and Marcus Ellsworth.
In between. Kashawn Parks, Holly Morris Ellington, Grace Holtz, Neka Ajoma, Carly Ming, who is a UTC student. It's been an exciting journey in the sense that because it's a brand new play, it's a world premiere, that's always really, rewarding to sort of create these characters. And there's a sense of pride amongst us that we're taking this local script and putting it on stage for the community. So we're absolutely thrilled. It's been exciting.
Peggy, how does this compare to previous works of yours, including works that may have been in the same neighborhood when we talk about subject matter?
Well, I think previously I was more focused on converting oral histories into poetic monologues. So it was more of a monologue play. This play has a lot of interaction between the actors and more dialogue, and it's a typical arc of a story with 5 people in it.
And let's talk about the timing for this play at the end of March.
Well, it is Women's History Month, and a lot of my women friends are just concerned about life. We're getting up there in age. And I thought, we really need a body feminist comedy. So I thought the timing was perfect.
That was one of the things that attracted me. It was the main reason I wanted to do the play was I was not the person to write a story about 5 women. Peggy is. But I wanted to have a part in that, and I'm very thankful that she came to me about it because I saw my opportunity to be able to share this story in a time that is, as Peggy said, being a woman it's dicey. It's dicey right now, and I wanted to do my part to say something about that and give that platform for women to share that story.
And there's a multi-generational piece to this, too.
Yes, there's a lot of mentorship here. I also, during that time, met a woman named Mia Matthews, who is a hairdresser. And I was so taken with her story that I wrapped kind of the envelope or the container that this whole story fits in is a hair salon. And so Mia's a beautician, so she's very much in this story. And last Friday, I believe, or Saturday, we all met at Broad's, and all the actors, all the crew, Mia, me, and everybody got to know one another. And I don't think I've ever been involved in anything where community has bonded like we have. And I give Jason credit for that. He has really pulled people together, and not just like, okay, we're going to have a rehearsal. We're going to have dinner and a rehearsal. Let's get together at our house and rehearse.
Talk more, each of you, about how you see this place, this community, at its best for being conducive to the type of work that each of you do and the others in the cast do.
I'll just speak from my perspective. I like to offer voices that are seldom heard elsewhere. Sometimes they're marginalized voices. Sometimes it's just heroes like women that do great work with families and children and grandparents, and their stories are never heard. So that's important to me.
I've said it here on this show before, and I've said it to anybody who will listen. I always have felt that Chattanooga is a city that won't do it for you, but it will let you, that there is an audience here for our stories. And the thing that I, as part of Next Exit Productions and Cast Iron Storytelling, it's been my goal to share stories of Chattanooga, share stories of Southeast Tennessee and this greater Appalachian region. Chattanooga is a home for world premieres. People are doing real art here, not just theater or storytelling, but dance and music, obviously, and visual arts. There is an artistic identity in this city, and it's ours. It's very different from the other cities in Tennessee. We've got our own way of doing things here that is interesting, and I think it gives us fertile ground to produce these stories and these interesting individuals that we want to bring together and continue to share those stories.
InterseXtions at Barking Legs Theater, premiering on March 28th through March 30th. For people who want more information, where can they go online?
Well, for more information about the play, visit nextexitproductions.com. Again, this is a joint venture with Southern Exposure. But for tickets, go to barkinglegs.org. You can purchase your tickets there, and we hope to see you at the show.
And Peggy, for people who want to keep up on Southern Exposure, where can they go online?
They can go to our website at southernexposurechattanooga.com.
All right, Peggy, Jason, thanks so much.
Thank you, Ray.
Ray.